Cheers.
Cheers. If I have to poop, is it better to do it now? Or try to save it for after?
Welcome to Drunken Banter, an innovative twist on the new podcast. I'll briefly introduce myself, then I'll get to my great guest tonight. We have musical talent from A Lost Mind and my great friend of mine, DP. So I'll give you a little backstory. Drunken Banter. We're here, Joe Rogan. Hear me loud.
Rawr.
It's going to be a more comedy-focused podcast. Please don't take us too literal. We're here to have a good night with good people and, of course, enjoy some cold drinks. So, thank you for joining Drunken Banter. Now, I'd like to just start off before we get into some segments for my listeners. Welcome. Cheers, of course. And I want to let you know there's an opportunity to win some money. Yeah, you just got introduced, but you got some money to be won here. The question of the day is please follow up on my website, drunkenbanter.ca, in our review questions section. So, the first listener to name 4 NBA teams that don't start with an S, you have the opportunity to win $10 or some free merch. So hit me up. Let's see what you got. So again, please list 4 NBA teams that don't end with the letter S.
You Google search it, we'll know. we know a lot of people with computer skills.
Again, the first respondent that is correct will receive the prize. So please do follow up, and we look forward to having a good night together here. So cheers, boys.
Cheers.
So we'll get into our first segment of the night. Drunken Banter here. We're very proud of being from London, Ontario, Canada. London.
What? 519.
Whoop, whoop.
Just touched down.
But again, we're very proud of our local community. We're here to support that. But as well, we're here to have fun. Say some jokes. So to start the podcast off right, we'll get to the joke of the day. So we'll talk to DP on this one.
Yeah, so, with regards to our special musical guest today, we have a music-related joke.
Okay. What do you got?
If all rappers became farmers, who would have the freshest beats? Who would have the freshest beats?
That's the joke right there.
Yeah.
That's it.
The farmers. They know what to do.
The joke sells itself.
Yeah. That's good. Not only are the beats fresh, but so are the jokes.
Again. Thank you for your ears. We'll get into the first topic of the night. So again, London, Ontario. We're going to talk to our guests tonight. We got DP and A Lost Mind, a.k.a. Hunter Rogers. And we'll talk on behalf of London. Specifically for myself, I've lived here almost 3 years in October. Great community, a lot of trees, a.k.a. the Forest City. And we'll let my guests get more deep into their experience with London. So.
Man,
I don't even know what I think about this place no more.
you've been out for a while, eh?
Yeah,
Just touched down.
Just touched down in London town. So,
Man.
who wrote that? Not me. But, yeah, this place, as much as sometimes I don't like it, it always feels like home coming back. It's warm here, and I'm not talking just about the humidity. It's family, and I can't shake it. But there's something special about seeing the streets meet the trees, and vice versa, smoking trees on the street. So,
Well, DP, do tell, where are you coming from?
well, I was born in Byron, talking about that Somerset.
That's right.
Yeah, I came from
That's right.
South Side. I'm sure a lot of you right now are feeling that. Hashtag the struggle. And then quickly my parents were like, let's move north side. And so I had to flip that coin pretty quick. But that's where I truly enjoyed most of it because that's where the money is. So, yeah, that was my upbringing in London, and of course, repping them Fanshawe Falcons. Yeah. St. Patrick's Day riot. Yeah. Doing it right. Nothing better than London.
Yeah, man.
How about you, Hunter?
For me, I was born out west, but I moved here young, so I was raised in London, and then around grade 5, moved out into the country, and then I moved back into London come high school. So I mean, I got the best of both worlds. I got to experience both worlds, and they both have their pros and cons. But like Dylan said, there's something about London that just
It's not Toronto.
Yeah.
Good one, DP.
Yeah. There's something about it. I've learned to love it, but like I don't know, it's a love-hate relationship for me. I guess that's because like I've just been here.
Well, the better question might be, what's your favorite part about the city? How about you, DP?
Favorite part about this city?
The trees.
The trees.
And, like the trees.
Smoking the trees on the street. Yeah. In fact, I heard they got some dispensaries now. That's crazy.
Look out for that fentanyl.
Yeah, look out for that fentanyl. That's right. We also bring the relevant news. No, I always love Richmond Row during the day so you don't get stabbed. And
no shit.
I enjoy Victoria Park because, again, we're going to say trees for the 9th time. But this city, it's somehow easy to move around. It's somehow easy to get from A to B. And even though you got friends who, for some reason, live on the other end of town for some fucking reason, you are able to get to them without having to fucking lose your goddamn mind on the way. And they have a poutineery, which, let's just say shout out to Smokes.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
I'm an easy please. Let's just get to that point. I like trees and I like poutine. And so London is home.
That's all you need.
Let's not plug Smokes anymore here, boys. So
that's a wrap
Hunter.
right there, man. I like trees. I'm easy to please. Smokes poutine. Smoking on the green. Nah!
We're in a good, God!
Yeah. There it is.
More later on the rap section.
Yeah, we'll get there. I lost mine will actually be performing at the end of the episode.
Let me ask you, host. You've been here for 3 years. You have anything to say?
It's a lot of beautiful trees.
If you could only see his face right now.
For all of our listeners who don't understand, trees means women.
Oh, the forest city indeed. Anyways, Hunter, how about you? What's your favorite part about the city?
Oh, fuck. Man. The trees. That's it. That's what we're gonna say. We're not getting into it.
This segment's getting stale.
There's not much about London. Next topic.
Well, that was a quick segment. All right. We'll move on to the next topic in mind here. So, lately there's been a lot of increase in the audience of people listening to music due to streaming platforms. So, I'm sure we all own a membership somewhere. Shout out to Good Life. And I hope we all have some way to get music to our ears at a much quicker pace. Speaking of the devil, Drunken Banter, great podcast. So we're going to talk our second topic about the best streaming platforms. So the access to music, having a fellow artist and musician here, I'm quite grateful. And he really has a great knowledge on the issue and what he prefers. So we won't keep it too vague. We more have services provided already, and this is what we'll talk about. So between DP and A Lost Mind, what is the best streaming platform? Tidal, Apple, Spotify, or SoundCloud? So we'll get into that, and I'll divulge at the end. So DP.
All right, so I'm not one to be overly entrepreneurial with my music discovery. I'm more of a greatest hits type of dude. So automatically I gotta go Spotify, because for me, they throw together playlists and they throw together some shit that I forgot that I loved. Music my parents played, music that I used to like back in the day, you know, hashtag Throwback Thursday. And that's what it does it for me, because it's easy. It's a quick fucking 2-second blah.
Yeah.
And ta-da, here's 100,000 tracks plus 1,000 more other fucking playlists for you that will somehow give you the goods, you know what I mean? And it delivers every time, you know? I don't know what it is about Earth, Wind, and Fire, but I'm all about that shit this week.
Well, a lot of the services provide a similar platform where music is quite accessible in 1,000 numbers as well. So I think they're very comparable, and we'll get Hunter's opinion on it, and we'll try to break down some of those facts. So Hunter, what is your best music platform?
Well, I appreciate them both for different reasons. SoundCloud is phenomenal for the independent artists. The spokesperson being like Chance, he's fought avidly to have free music out there and to be able to easily upload it to a broad audience. However, if you are into those top tier artists that are signed, that aren't independent, it's a lot easier to access their music. Their music's not even available on SoundCloud. So Spotify is great in that aspect for sure. But as an independent artist myself, I definitely appreciate SoundCloud.
Yeah, one thing I noticed that's quite similar, excluding actually SoundCloud, where there's membership fees. So as a customer of a service, do you feel it's worth the DP? How much do you pay a month? $9?
I don't pay fuck all, yo. I have a free membership. Trial memberships. Good.
All day long, eh?
Never join the shit, ever.
DP must have a lot of email addresses.
I got fucking student debt. I don't have fucking money.
Well, if you can actually sign up as a student and it's
still pay?
It's $4.99, not $9.99.
It ain't free 99, so I'm not interested. I guess what? YouTube don't cost a dime.
That's true.
I suppose. But I just know a lot of it, almost an independent service, speaking on behalf of a Lost Mind or Hunter here. Tidal is more of an independent-owned streaming service, but it obviously does cost money, and it's, I think, a little bit more than the bigger corporation, the Apple Music. But I think they try to give more back to the participant, the artist, opposed to Apple Music. So it's very hard to distinguish, but if it's a free trial, like DP said, you take whatever you can get. I have had experience with Apple Music, which was actually quite great. Like the experience, the recommendations, and the artists. It was more in my lane of what I prefer to listen to.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's
more personal.
It's like when you look up podcasts and Drunken Banter should be number one, but fuck off Joe Rogan,
suck a dick. You know what my problem is with Apple Music and Tidal is that they have these figurehead backers. You know, you got Jay-Z with Tidal, you got Kanye's on the board. Maybe he's off now, who knows? But the point is, Apple Music, you're lining the pockets of fucking people to listen to music. We're again, as Hunter mentioned, fucking SoundCloud is independency. Spotify, likely the same. But still, I just don't feel somehow guilty about it because it's not as commercially somehow selling something that, music's beautiful. Music should be shared. That's why I enjoy the free music, because music is free. Again, back to the whole Chance point of view. But
the bigger question, DP, is music really free? Because it costs the artist time to record and
you don't
get the group. It is actually not a free process. So for example, I think that for streaming services, there's a lot of illegal.
And yeah, exactly. And even with SoundCloud, you only have a designated amount of time that you can upload. So you only have you can only upload a certain amount of songs until you have to subscribe to premium membership, where you're going to be paying. So it depends how much that artist is going to be putting out. But at the end of the day, SoundCloud is just beneficial because it's more accessible and easier for that artist to get their music out to the public ear. And that's what I appreciate about it.
But then it comes to the question, with SoundCloud being a free service, is it quality over quantity? Because if you could put out mediocre efforts to gain, like...
Fair, but honestly, that's all opinion, in my opinion, because, like, there's top 40 songs that I think are fucking garbage.
Agreed.
Like all 40 of them.
True. Very radio played signals or singles, so it's quite exhausting some days. So I remember traveling around and what's that the one says with a D. That's not Drunken Banter, but Despacito or
Despacito.
Oh man.
Despacito. Something Despacito.
Yeah, very, very catchy, but to hear it 15 times a day is exhausting. Like,
#1 fucking stream song on YouTube.
well, that's...
Fun fact for our audience. We have seen a 40% rise in tourism to Puerto Rico.
I was just going to say the same thing, man. I was just going to say the same
Despacito.
thing.
How fucked up is that with how poor Puerto Rico's tourism industry was before that?
You know it's all housewives. Like, it's all housewives just going...
They're looking for Daddy
Let's be
Yankee.
real.
Daddy Yankee's not there. He left. He's in LA, and so is Bieber, and they're not going to be there. But the point is that we're proud of you, Puerto Rico. Stop making shitty music.
It was #1 streamed. So
fair enough.
Bieber jumped on it, put his little limp dick into the track.
He doesn't even know his own
He
lyrics
couldn't
to that
handle
song.
it, though. That's why he canceled his tour, you know?
That's what killed it. He
That-
tried Spanish.
That
He's
was
like-
the purpose.
I think he got like a shoe thrown at him or something. Like, that would
Like
suck.
it was the first
That would
shoe that
suck.
got thrown at
Fair
Justin
enough.
Bieber. I'd piss in a bottle and throw it
That
out.
guy's been through some tough shit.
Yeah.
But
Well,
We're not gonna
that's
start
what
talking
happens when you're 21 years old with $21 million.
21 million. Add a zero.
Well, still, you could egg 15 houses if you wanted to. Who gives a... Like, he doesn't give much. So...
Yeah.
But interesting enough. But yeah, streaming platforms very popular nowadays with everyone having smartphones. So it's really a twist on the traditional way of listening to music. Not a lot of people go to stores to purchase CDs and DVDs anymore. So shout out to Blockbuster. Oh wait,
Yo,
you sunk.
one remaining Blockbuster. Have you seen this shit?
There's one
There's
left?
one remaining Blockbuster, and they fucking like do tweets and shit. They have a Twitter
Is it a
account.
Blockbuster museum?
No, it's
a store.
It's an active store, and it's so funny. Their Twitter account, like this, I don't even know what.
Hashtag pay our rent.
But it's like
Hashtag merch available.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
put like a tweet out. It's like when you think you have a customer, but it's really just divorced parents swapping the kid in the parking lot. Like fucking just brutal shit like that. It's so good, man. It's so good. You have to check this shit out.
It's
if you
just
haven't.
divorce.
Yeah.
Too real.
Yeah. Yo, if you have late fees, we're willing to waive them. Just come fucking rent a movie. Like
Yeah.
it's so good, man.
Oh.
If I worked at Blockbuster, I'd be like, have you heard of Netflix or do you live under a rock? Do you live under a rock? And Grandma, can you stop coming to my work? Like, I would literally...
Man. Okay, though. Ask me what my favorite part of London is, though. Jumbo fucking video.
Yes.
Man.
Holding
you go
it
in
down.
there, you rent movies. They have free popcorn. They have a fucking popcorn machine. You go in there. I don't even rent movies, man. I just go in there, pretend to browse.
Smell the popcorn.
Fucking eat the... Oh, my
Just
God.
smell it. You don't even...
Yeah. just smell that.
I just go in there to smell it
Oh, it's so
and
good.
see the people who still rent videos. That's
Dude, there's
still weird for me.
nothing beats it. Fuck, like, I love Netflix. Yeah, it does great wonders for me. It gets me laid, you know? But, no. There's
Netflix and
nothing
Shrill.
That's right. Nothing beats just fucking going to rent a movie. And that popcorn, though.
That's absolute amen to London town with that jumbo video, though.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
All right, we'll divulge into the next topic here. So, I'm very happy to have my guest here tonight for the first episode.
Yeah,
Woo,
yeah.
woo, 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 woo. We need let's cheers on episode #1.
Cheers!
Good company, good people.
Good beers.
So, I'm going to let my guest take over this. I'm actually quite uneducated, so if you never heard of this, we can relate here. So, it's called RuPaul's Drag Race.
DP!
as the industry drag expert here, and by that I mean I wore a dress once on Gay Pride and got.
You looked phenomenal, by the way.
Thank you.
Like, I probably would have.
I got
hit
dozens
on
of
you.
compliments.
I probably would have hit on
I
you.
didn't compliment
You know what I was sick of at the end of the day? Old men asking me to dance.
Trying to take you home, man.
Yeah, and by the way, ladies, I feel you. Men get touchy.
Do they? I was just gonna ask you that.
Men have no respect. No respect.
I think all my female listeners will relate to that. Amen.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
No means no. And stop tapping me with your dick. I'm just not into it. Anyway, back to RuPaul. RuPaul's Drag Race, incredibly trendy right now, outside of the LGBTQ community. You know, you can find season 8 on, again, we're going to talk about Netflix. Sorry, Blockbuster. But RuPaul's Drag Race, if you haven't watched it yet, give it a shot. You know you heard of America's Next Top Model and all of its subsidiaries. This shit's gonna fucking ruin your free time.
Binge, motherfucker.
Yeah. Are we talking about purse first? I enter everything in my life. I now enter purse first. Women, toilets, the whole thing. The whole point of this show is beyond gay pride, but just loving yourself. Because if you can't love yourself, honey, how in the hell are you gonna love somebody else?
Yeah.
Honestly, imagine America's Next Top Model. Imagine the most beautiful looking, you think they're a woman, person, but guess what? They also made that dress. They also made that
Project
hair.
One with Runway.
That Project One. That is the skill set. These people have absolute talent. In fact, they have creativity, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
You know.
But the point is,
Some of them are just divas.
that's also the point of the show, is that the amount of
Rama.
the amount of sass, you can't stop laughing. The comedy, the jokes, the editing of the show, RuPaul himself, the catchphrases. We've already said 4 of them already.
We have.
This show is something that will absolutely open your mind to a world that you probably haven't delved into yet.
Man, I would
As long as the show doesn't have 3 sisters, we'll be alright. Like, fuck.
Hashtag fuck the Kardashians.
Man, I would watch that show. Like, I would just sit for 45 minutes at a blank screen.
How do you
just to watch RuPaul walk out on that stage come the finale night, you know, the competition night. You know, his outfits are just
makes women feel...
I find myself attracted to him.
Oh,
to her.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, puts women to shame, because, like, if he can do it, what's your issue?
Bruce Jenner did it. Why can't you?
Exactly. That's the whole point of the show, is that, you know what, baby, I don't give a fuck what you want to wear. You can look gorgeous in whatever it is. And it's not because of what you're wearing, but it's how you wear it. Mm-hmm. And that's the whole point of the show. It's about self-love. We're not talking masturbation. And it's all about, you know, where do you get your inspiration, and how do you feed it back out? How do you feed it back out?
There's so much backstory with those contestants on that show. You know, it gets real.
I dare you to watch the show and not cry.
Yeah. Right?
We are 3 straight men, even though you may be questioning that right now. But I have become enlightened, and the only word to describe it is enlightened, with what true, like, love can be and what it is for yourself. Not meaning, like, with another person, but how do you love yourself? And that show teaches, like, the most disenfranchised of all of us, the LGBT, you know, TQ, you know what I'm saying?
R2D2.
That's the issue with having... R2D2 has self-love, and he's a part of it. R2D2 in drag. But anyway, the point is
One
that
sexy looking robot if he's doing drag, man. Damn, what the fuck?
if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else? And that's the whole mantra of the show. And we recommend you here at Drunken Banter, and by we, I mean the guests, just because I don't speak it for no one else. But, you know, give it a shot, open your mind, wear a dress.
I'm going to take this next topic. Thanks, DP, for that insight. We're really gaining a lot
And if you were
knowledge.
wondering what DP stands for, it's double penetration.
As in with thoughts.
I think I broke my chair. Anyways, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Blue Jays. I don't think my guests are quite educated on the sports of MLB, but we got some time to fill, and I gotta watch. It tells me it's time.
Is basically what you're trying to say.
Yeah. So, Blue Jays, we're getting about 3/4 in the season. Buyers or sellers?
Does Price still play for them?
Well,
kidding.
we
Just
sold-
kidding.
Encarnacion.
Well, those are two great guys that we lost, so we don't have them anymore. Right now, we're at near the bottom of the pile here, but we try to win games, so we ain't giving up yet. But the main question is buyers or sellers. So we have a lot of high-paid hitters and defensemen. We should consider defensive players. We should consider selling. So, in my personal opinion, Kevin Pillar, trademark. You got to keep him. Jose Batista, he hit some home runs. Any team hits him, so I might trade him there. Yeah, well, I think he's got a year left on his contract, so my listeners can correct me if I'm wrong, but we'll let him go. Jay Happ, wow, he's talented, man. Like, I didn't know the pension was coming that early. Trade him. He too old. Marcus Stroman, we got the young talent. Never trade those guys. You trade those guys, I'm fucking jumping on some other bandwagon. Dear God, we got the young players. Keep fucking fueling them with energy and fueling them with information. Let's win some games.
Donaldson?
Big question here, boys. I only want, for my guest here, Lost Mind, obviously, DP. Yes or no, only response. Hold this convo going. Blue Jays, will they make the playoffs? Yes or no?
Yes.
No.
Let's just meet him on the middle of the fence and not try to hit my balls on it. So I'm thinking they're about 4 games out of the wild card. They're trying, but I think
They've made the playoffs, what, 2 years, 3 years in a row now?
They did, but we got to be healthy. We need very healthy players. If they're healthy, keep them. If they're not, trade them away for something else. But either or, we'll wrap this topic up. So I don't know what my listeners are feeling, but feel free to share. But I think Blue Jays, let's stay strong, keep faith. I think we got the playoffs. We'll get the wild card. We'll smash this one out. All right. So, again, back a little bit to the agenda. We have a special guest tonight.
Hey! DP!
You know they're not talking about me.
Very blessed to have a Lost Mind, in fact, an artist from obviously London, Ontario. Goes by the name of Hunter Rogers. Currently on our artist or spotlight of the week, so feel free to check him out on the website.
Please and thank you.
A lost mind.
Before we get in it, we'll loosen him up a little bit. We're going to start a segment here called the Lightning Round. So with the Lightning Round, you have 60 seconds to answer as many questions as you can.
Oh, boy.
So, again, this will be very consistent with future podcasts, but we'll let Lost Mind or Hunter do the best he can.
So I'm going to set the record for it right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Guinness World Record. Yeah. So how this will work, again, 60 seconds. And we'll see what we can do. So 2 choices, you can only answer 1. The most you could do in 60 seconds.
So, like, you just want short answers? You don't want me
No,
to go
it's
into
no,
detail?
it's not necessarily like a response. It's 2 options. You have to only choose one. It's like
I don't have to give reasoning.
No.
Okay.
It's the most you can do, and I'll make you a deal. If you beat 8, let's say 5, I'll do drink a beer per each one after 5 if you answer correctly or whatever you feel. So again, 60 seconds, the lightning round, presented by Drunken Banter. So, again, ready?
All right.
Here we go.
Okay.
60 seconds on your mark. Get set. Go. Die old or die young?
Die young.
Win the lottery or cure cancer?
Cure cancer.
Smoke a joint or have a drink?
Smoke a joint.
Dance in public or dance in private?
Dance in private.
I also do that.
Live local or travel more?
Travel more.
Own a car or own a house?
Own a car.
Ooh.
Taxi or Uber?
Uber.
Netflix or Hulu?
Netflix.
Who? On the low, but who?
Apple or Android?
Ooh, I mean, I'm a huge Apple fan, but I have an Android right now, so I'm torn. I gotta go Apple. I'm sorry, phone. Don't you fucking sass. Okay, yeah.
Don't give me that look.
Don't give me that look. Once you just give me that look, then the penny's coming off.
Ooh, we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, 10 seconds. Cash or credit?
Oh man, I'm in so much credit.
We speak the truth on the show.
Yeah.
All
Credit
right.
is what I don't have. Cash, neither. So
Last question. 5, 4. Apple or Tidal Music?
Apple.
Yeah, thanks. Well, again, it's been an honor to be able to have a Lost Mine on track
Thank
or
you,
on the
thank you.
episode. We want to cheers again. Episode 1. He was able
The
to,
Phantom Menace.
and just for the people counting listeners, he answered 11 questions right. So
Booyah!
I'm about to shotgun this one hard. So before we get into the last segment, I'm going to do a shout out to my sponsors. I personally want to thank Stella Artois, Coors Light, Kronberg 1664 Blanche.
By sponsors, do you mean the beers we're drinking? I swear to God, they're not paying us for show 1.
Well, we'll build there. How we're going to end the
Aren't
segment?
sponsors supposed to keep you from drinking this shit?
No way, they promote it. You
I mean,
should-
like AA sponsors. And by the way, we don't want you on the show, so it's not sober banter.
Again, we obviously appreciate you taking the time to listen to Drunk Banter episode 1. How we're going to kind of end episode 1, we have the fortunate ability to have a Lost Mind spit a little freestyle here for the team. So again, please feel free to check out Hunter. He's on the Artist Spotlight on the website. Again, merch kind of came in today, so it'll be available by the weekend. So again, Sunday when you hear this.
Merch definitely came in today. I am wearing this hat right now, and it is fucking fire.
I get to leave with this
Rabble.
hat, right?
We'll
Oh,
talk. We'll
yeah,
talk.
we
are taking
We'll
these
talk.
hats.
We'll talk.
I'm taking a
taking
mouse
these hats.
pad at the least. There is something in that box, or that box, or that box for me.
You missed that box over there.
Yeah, that one's full of coffee mugs. I don't just drink beer. You're right.
Speaking of coffee mugs, we do have the official Drunken Banter mug available, so check it out. We're all drinking out of it right now, and we cheers every time to it. So feel free to check one out on the merch page. So, how we're kind of going to end the first episode off, where I'm kind of blessed again. We're going to have a Lost Mind. He's going to spit a little freestyle, and then he'll say some closing remarks, and we'll leave you to the rest of your day. So, again, we're happy to have him here, a Lost Mind. Check him out on the website. And again, we're going to let this rip.
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's hit play on this.
So, yeah, let's just get into it. Let's do it. This is the beat you chose, correct?
Correct.
Alright. Let's just vibe it out. Okay. Woo! Yeah. Fire! Pick a fire! Super Smash Bros. Anyone? Come on. Okay. Okay.
Turn this out, listeners. Let's do it.
I'm feeling stuck as fuck. Like I'm 2 feet behind a Mack truck that keep on backing up. And as my back's up against the wall, I'm thinking, why do I choose not to move? I've become a tongue stuck to the same groove, the same routine. I always aim to please, but I gotta do this for me. Cause lately I've been dealing with feelings that make life less appealing. Shocked and appalled, I've offended you all quick. Write it on the wall quick. Pick up the phone and call. Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Call the doctor. Cause this kid is sick with ignorance. Give him medicine, villains get their dividends, vultures. Consumption is culture. Prey on the weak every time that they falter. Practice what you preach when you stand up on that altar. Lies and defeat, peace you can't offer. I mean peace of mind. Cause I can't find mine. Even when I reach for the man in the sky, the man in the sky. Woo! Why does he decide where we go when we die? Where we go when we die? I can feel it in my feet, the land is alive. The land is alive. See me on the street with the cracked concrete, where me and the lamb both died. Woo! Woo!
We want to thank a Lost Mind for coming out tonight, spitting fire. Thank you for tuning in to Drunken Banter. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Woo!
Cheers.
Woo! One down, baby.